Hello and welcome back to another episode. And the weirdest thing, and this is coming from me, right? It just happened to be about half an hour ago. I was in Gungahlin, which is our main shopping district where I am closest to us. My youngest daughter wanted to go into town and pick up an athmow. I have no idea what an athmow is. I didn't even know what she was trying to tell me at the start. I thought she was actually choking or she was basically having a fit or something along this. She came up to me, Dad, I want an athmow. And I'm like, what? I want an athmow. Anyway, that went around for 15-20 minutes until my wife screamed at me. She said, what an athmow? So then I had to Google it. An athmow is like a little blind box, which is a mystery box or whatever you want to call them. Little girls are obsessed with them. And they're just a plush cat. And coincidentally enough, the current theme has an octopus cat. So maybe I'll have to keep an eye out for that. But going back to the strangest thing that's happened to me today, and probably quite for a long period of time, and this is coming from me, is that I was almost hit by a DeLorean. And to make matters worse is that the driver was dressed up as Doc Emmett. So it was probably 25, 30-year-old guy with a white wig on and some hyper-coloured shirt on, which is a bit weird coming from a guy wearing a giraffe shirt. But anyway, so the reason why I was almost run over by a DeLorean is that we've got Summer Nats in town at the moment. And Summer Nats is kind of a car festival. I normally refer to it as a bogan festival, but I can't say that, I'm going to upset my audience. Kind of like hotted up cars, kind of like a car show that runs for a couple of days. Brings in a lot of people across Australia to come to this central location in Canberra, coincidentally enough, to show off their cars. I'm not a big car person, so I really don't get the attraction, but each their own from that perspective. So that's how I was almost run over by a DeLorean crossing the road. I think he must have either ran a red light or was going through a yellow light. I'm not too sure what happened, but the little green man came up on the crossroad, and I was just about to walk off on the footpath to the road, and this guy zoomed past. Hopefully he was doing 88 miles an hour, because if he had hit me, God heaven help him. But today, I want to do a couple of thank yous to everyone that in their comment section yesterday that did give me suggestions for Japan. Fantastic. Thank you to Felicity. Thank you to Jackie. Jackie, you've kind of been a bit freaked out in the sense that the lady that I bought the Skylanders off the other day may have put a ghost or a curse on me. I've got nothing issues going on in my life at the moment. I really don't need a ghost or a curse, but I will reach out to her and ask her if she has put a curse on me, just to lift it. But if you don't know what I'm talking about, just go back to yesterday's comments, look at Jackie's comments. But a very big thank you to Felicity and to Rosie in regards to their input. Obviously, I can't remember your name, mate, but I'll flick it up on the screen. And thanks for everyone's input in regards to that. Uncle Wayno, like usual, wasn't any use. He didn't tell me my word denominals was a word or not. I don't think it is. I normally use Wayno as a left and right of arc to see if things are actually what they are. But he hasn't come through. He doesn't know. But yeah, like I was saying, is that there's Felicity gave me a big spiel. She had been to Japan 4 or 5 times before. She did offer some suggestions on where to stay, which sound fantastic. So my primary purpose to go to Japan, from my perspective, I want to go to the Kirby Cafe, and I will probably flick up somewhere on the screen as to what I'm stuck at. You need to book reservations in advance for this place. Not that they're going to put some in now, but I have been told by people and by watching a lot of YouTube content in regards to Japanese holidays, you probably need to book about 4 or 5 months in advance for this, for a lot of the places like, the Pokemon Cafe and the Kirby Cafe and all these different things. So I'm using Google Chrome. It translates the first page into English from Japanese, which is, it's fine. It's a Japanese page, right? When I go to look at how far in the future I need to, to book, it comes up with this, and I don't speak Japanese. So I'm gonna have to, line by line, Google Translate and all those different things. So that's a good thing to look forward to. I kind of tend to deep dive in the sense, once we get closer to Japan, I'll start trying to learn a few words, start downloading all the apps and all the Google Maps and all those different things to get around there. I think I have mentioned before on the channel, my wife, when she was deployed to the Middle East, probably about 2011, we went to, and this is Jackie as well, we went to, my brother and my cousin and I went to Dubai for a week. We did a bit of a holiday before I met up with my wife over in Italy. So we went to Italy and Paris and all those different places. And have you ever watched the show Idiot Abroad? I don't know if that person's a real person or it's doctored for TV or something like that, but I'm literally the embodiment of an idiot abroad. So we used a double-decker bus, those jump-on, jump-off buses, those tourist buses that go around. When we were in Italy, we jumped on those. We went past the Colosseum. Unfortunately, I didn't go to the Colosseum. I didn't think I'd want to. We jumped off. Mrs. Octopus and my plan for the day was to go to Vatican City, have a look around. Is it St. Peter's Square? I'm not too sure. I'm really bad with directions, geography and everything else. So long story short, we jumped back on a bus to go back to the Vatican City because we seen a bus coming around. It was red and it had Vatican City on it. Keep in mind, this was around the time that the Pope that's in now, I think, and that's probably bad terminology, the previous Pope conceded or gave up his post or whatever he wanted to do. So they were in the process of selecting a new Pope. So every morning we had breakfast in our hotel on the little rooftop area, and we could actually see the chimney from where the black smoke bellows and the white smoke bellows when they actually select or they don't select a new Pope. Going back to the jump on, jump off bus. So my wife and I jumped on the bus, showed our ticket, completely oblivious to everything, because I'm literally oblivious to everything. Jumped on the bus and just excused my way through, walked all those different things, and looked around a bit and looked at my wife and I was like, oh crap. What happened? We actually jumped on a priest and a nun bus. Everyone on that bus was a priest and a nun, full outfit. So yeah, we actually did that, and I profusely apologized. I said, look, sorry, we're on the wrong bus. And they're like, no, that's fine. Yeah, you can come with us. So we actually went through the back gates for the priests and the nuns to the Vatican City. Needless to say, we jumped off very quickly, thanked them very much, got out of there quick smart because, like I was saying, it was the most awkward thing I've ever been to in my life. And to further encapsulate how much of an idiot abroad I am, and just as much as I am at home, we got lost. We're looking for Trevi Fountain as well, so we were walking around. Then we see this big group of people, and from what my research told me is that if you get lost in Italy, look for big groups of people because more often than not, they're tourists, and they'll tell you where. Just follow the crowd, or kind of go from that perspective. And we jumped into this group. Then we walked probably 100 meters, and the group stopped. They waited, then they turned around and walked back and again. What's going on here? I'm not too sure what's going on here. So we worked it out because someone was yelling something, and we're like, oh, okay, well, then we just walked again across, and we walked across again. Then once they walked back for the second time, we're just like, well, obviously they don't know where they're going, or they're doing something we don't know what they're doing. So my wife and I started walking off away, kind of go, well, that was a bust, we'll go find another group. And these two guys come running over and screaming at us in Italian, or not screaming, but yelling in Italian. We're like, well, we don't speak Italian. My wife spoke a little bit, because she learns things. And he's like, oh, extra, movie extra. And I was like, what? He's like, movie extra. And I was like, oh, we're in a movie. It's like, no, we're not here for the movie. And he's like, you pay. And it's like, they're going to pay us to be in this movie. And then quite possibly we could be in a movie just walking around with backpacks on, no idea what's going on. So I want to change that stance, or my idiot abroad mentality from that perspective when I go to Japan. Because when I went to America in 2019, 2018, I'm not too sure when I went there last, I missed 2 flights because I was waiting in line to Starbucks, and I was too proud because I literally waited in line for about 20-30 minutes at Starbucks. They kept calling me over the counter saying, Mr. Gibb, Mr. Gibb, Mr. Gibb. And I just thought, well, they'll wait for me. They didn't wait for me. You'd think I'd learn after the first time, but no, I didn't learn. But that's enough about it. Like I said, thank you to Jackie. Like I said, I'll reach out to the old lady and see if she can lift the curse, if she has put one on me. Good pointers regarding, if cutlery does get stolen at work, I'll make sure I leave a note there to tell them I'll put ghosts on them and curse them and all these different things. In regards to a little bit of reselling content today, I want to show you what I picked up, and I want to get your opinion on something as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the camera. It's currently an octo cam at the moment, so it's actually hanging up on the, on the roof, which makes it so much infinitely easier for my hands because, by the time I finish carrying this camera around, my arms goes to jelly. But I picked up this yesterday. Oh, So this is Space Hulk, and what's so beautiful about this game, the box is in pristine condition. It's actually unpunched and unsnipped, I suppose, for lack of a better term. So all the miniatures are on their wires, and if Paige, the 1 foot flipper, is watching, he'll probably give him a better indication of what it's called, but all the little miniatures are remaining on their racks and all these different things. So the guy's opened the shrink wrap, and he's probably looked at the instructions, and that's as far as he's gone. What I'll do is I'll quite quickly just try and open it up and show you. So that's what I mean. So basically it's still on the plastic. I'm not too sure what the terminology is. That, and Paige, by all means, if you're watching, mate, please let me know what the keyword to use. So all the corridors and all the board and all those different things are unpunched, so they remain on their cardboard, and these are obviously on the plastic. And I will Google Google terminology if Paige doesn't leave a comment, but it is in fantastic condition. I have seen some go for about, I paid $300 for that, so I did pay up. And like I said before, don't, especially when you get further down the reselling path, don't be afraid to pay up for things. Don't expect you're going to pay $1 or $2 at op shops or garage sales or yard sales and all those different things and get things worth $500, $600, $700. So like I said, I did see comps for this second hand, like pre-owned, pre-used, for about $600, $700 Australian. Because it's on wire, and I'm going to use that until Paige corrects me otherwise, and it's unpunched, I'm probably going to go for a little bit, about $750, and see it from that perspective. Oh, there we go, one. So I'm trying to cut that word out of my vocabulary, but I'm not doing too well. But I do want your opinion on something. Give me 2 seconds, I'm just going to take the camera down and we'll flip it around. All right, I'm back. So hopefully I'm not too in your face today. So what I want your opinion on is inventory management. So I've been having a lot of issues with my beloved Skylanders, as you can see here. I've been having numerous, I actually woke up at 4 o'clock this morning, went to bed too early last night and woke up at 4 o'clock. So instead of laying in bed, just being completely useless and not doing anything, getting cranky, because I don't know if you've seen, but I'm actually, part of my New Year's resolution, other than doing a video a day for YouTube, is to drink water. So I've actually cut Pepsi Max out of my diet. It's my 3rd day without Pepsi, and I haven't had the urge to kill anyone yet, which is always a good thing. So you're all safe for now, but give me a couple of days and I don't know how we'll be going. But I'm going to flip the camera around, I'll give you an indication of what I'm going to do. All right, so this is my Skylander stock, and I have said before about what's going on with it. So these are all Spyro's Adventure, these are the ones. And like I said before, is generally the second tub is the one that normally keeps the high dollar ones in it. It's actually have to move to plastic satchels now because I'm getting that much stuff in, I'm running out of space. So you can see here, Giants, which are these ones, are currently filling up 4 bags. I was ready 4 bays. Shane's sticker there. Chris, you need to send me another one to your, send it to Florida, mate. I'll get another sticker for you because I had one of my old Mac that it's gone. But yeah, like I was saying, is that all the bags are pretty much the high value characters from that way. But what my issue is, and this is what I want your opinions on in the comment section if you can, is that when people put orders in, they put orders in for probably, just say 10 Skylanders. It takes me a literal 5-10 minutes to actually go through all the characters and find out the one they want. So they might want camo, they might want a shield, they might want lightning rod, and whirlwind and all these different things. But the problem is that, like, if I've got 100 of the anvil, for example, I might only have 1 Zook. And if I've only got 1 Zook, it makes it infinitely hard when I've got that many characters. Because I think I'm currently got about 600 Spyro's Adventure listed at the moment. So between those 2 tubs, it's got about 600 Skylanders in it, if you can believe it. So, and like I was saying, is once I get to the bottom of them, it becomes infinitely more difficult to find them. So, especially with Giants, right? So the ones that I'm finding are going through the door at the moment is Eyebrawl, and then there's Zook again. So, and if that's about 600 Skylanders there, you can only imagine how many Giants are there. So we've got 4 full tubs opposed to 1.5. So I need some opinions and I need some advice as to how I should actually inventoryize them. Wait, I need another word check, mate, because it's literally taking me 10 minutes, 2-pack orders now. I have seen some people before, what they do is they use their shelves and they line the characters up and just pick them from that way. That's not going to work for me. Like I said, in those 2 tubs there, it's got 600 characters in apparently. Well, that's what it's got listed on eBay, which is probably not too far off actually. Then you've got the Giants, you've got the Trap Team, you've got the SWAT Force and all these different things. I would literally cover my entire garage floor and the racks on the other side as well if I did flatbed for the Skylanders. So let me know in the comments section what your suggestions are. I was thinking by elements, because obviously they're broken down into like water, air, fire, undead, dark, light, and all those different things. But then I was thinking about cross-contaminate them. But I really, really, really need your advice. And this is not just placating you and pretending that I care about your opinion. I literally do, because it's sending me insane because I can't work it out. It is literally driving me crazy. So please let me know in the comment section below what you suggest. Because like I'm going to lose my hair in a minute, because I've literally considered joining Facebook groups to ask how to do inventory, and everyone knows what I think about Facebook groups. So that's it for me today. I'm going to stop rambling now. Let me know in the comment section below if there's anywhere, if you have been to Japan, or the best times to go to Japan. I think Felicity said that she went in autumn, which I'm looking at as well. I was looking at spring. Looks like the curse of the DJI is back. It just cut out of me, so I don't know what I was talking about. But so long story short, Felicity mentioned that she was being due in autumn. I was looking at spring or autumn. I'm not too fond of summer or winter. I don't like the cold, and I don't like the excessive heat. So they're the times of the years I'll be probably looking at going. So if you do have any suggestions in Japan, let me know in the comment section below. I will be doing a little bit update. Nothing's sold so far for the Japan challenge. I've still got my $10. Nana and Poppy Octopus are down for the weekend, and I believe the church op shop is open tomorrow. Kay, if you're in the comments, let me know if that's the case. I don't have a roster for this year. If that's the case, I might take Nana Octopus out to the church op shop at 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock, whenever they open. Then we might go around to Vinnie's and Salvo's down that end of Canberra to see what we can do. And if that's the case, and if I do that, I might actually use tomorrow's video as a bit of a thrifting video. For the first time ever, because I'm not very, very good at them. But anyway, let me know what you think. Apologies if I was all over the place today, because this microphone's sending me insane. Hopefully I can fix up the audio. If you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe. Really appreciate you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.